Welcome to My the Asshole podcast. Let's get into it. Today, we're going to be talking about what is the worst thing that someone has ever done. Whew, it's going to be a little juicy, so let's get into it. Am I the asshole for exposing my friend's terrible deed? Hey Reddit, I, 24 male, find myself in a moral dilemma and I need your perspective to figure out if I'm the asshole here. So here's the deal. A few months ago, I stumbled upon some information that revealed my friend, 25 male, had done something pretty awful. I'd known him for years and we were pretty close, but what I found out completely shook me. Turns out he had been cheating on his long-term girlfriend, 24 female. Not only that, he had actually been carrying on a secret relationship with another woman for over a year. I couldn't believe what I was hearing when I found out from a mutual friend who had discovered it accidentally. I was torn about what to do. On one hand, I felt like Emily deserved to know the truth about her relationship. She was completely devoted to him, and she was in the dark about his infidelity. On the other hand, I didn't want to betray my friend's trust by exposing his secret. After agonizing over it for a while, I decided the right thing to do was to tell her I know. I anonymously sent her a message providing her with evidence and the truth about his actions. She was devastated and confronted him, and eventually their relationship fell apart. Here's where I start questioning myself. Was I wrong to expose his terrible deed? He was furious when he found out it was me who had told her. He called me a traitor and accused me of ruining his life. Our mutual friends are divided, with some saying that I did the right thing while others said I should have stayed out of it. So Reddit, am I the asshole for exposing my friend's cheating and ultimately leading to the end of the relationship? Did I betray his trust and friendship by doing what I thought was morally right? Damn, son. That's a tough one, because it's like you don't want to like hurt your friend, and like their relationship, but at the same time your friend is out here being sly, bro. And that's fucked up. It's like you have this great girl and then you go and you're having a relationship with a whole nother girl for an entire year. Man, what are you doing? Oh, I don't know, man. That to me seems extremely, extremely shady, because that's not cool, man. And I think he did the right thing. I don't think he's an asshole. I think he did the right thing, because, it's like, bro, you've been having that relationship for a whole year, and your girl out here just like not even knowing, she all dedicated to you and shit. Of course that's going to devastate her, and damn, man. Yeah, there's not much I could say on that one, because he deserved that. If I'm being honest with you, he really did. He deserved to have her know, and for his life to kind of get ruined, because bro, you're having a whole nother relationship with another girl for an entire year. For what reason? You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't want to be with homegirl anymore, why don't you just break up with her and then go be with the other girl? That's what's not getting through my head. I'm like, what's going on here? Like I said, in previous shows, I've always kind of advocated for the thing of like, all right, look, if a dude goes out and has sex with a random hoe or whatever, it's not a big deal, because it's like, he didn't really care about that chick anyway. He just wanted to have sex with her. The opportunity arose, and he did, and if the girl feels some type of way about it, you guys can talk about it and kind of fix the relationship, whatever the case may be. And, reset boundaries, talk about it, this and that. But on the case of like when a guy is giving another girl a whole entire relationship, that's where I kind of cross the line with it, because it's like, dude, now at this point, you're not just, oh, I want some strange, or, oh, the opportunity presented itself, or she's hot, or whatever the case may be. It's not that anymore. You're now having emotional sex. You're now having sex with emotion. You're giving this girl a relationship. You're spending money on her and resources. You know what I mean? And I think that's where, to me, I think it's a big L. And that's just ridiculous. You know, a lot of these guys, they be doing this dumb shit, and I get it. They can't really preference in the beginning where they're like, oh, I want you to be my main girl, and then I want to have side girls or whatever. And because that's what they want, you know, that's what guys want. But they don't preface that in the beginning, and then they have to do all this sneaky dumb shit, and then the girl finds out, and she gets devastated like this. It's like, no shit, Jack. Of course she's going to be, you know, so. Yeah, that was a big L. That was a giant L because it's like, what are you doing, bro? You know, if you didn't want to be a homegirl anymore, you should have just left and been with the other girl. That's just how I see it, bro. But is the guy an asshole for telling his friend's girlfriend about it? No, because honestly, she deserved to know. If I'm being honest with you, yeah, she deserved to know. It's like, come on, man. All right, next one. Am I the asshole for exposing a cheater? Ooh. So, this is a story about the worst thing I've ever done, and I'm honestly torn about whether I'm the asshole or not. I don't know, you're exposing a cheater, so you might not be that much of an asshole, but let's get into the scenario and see. A few years ago, I discovered that my best friend's boyfriend was cheating on her. I had seen him out with other women multiple times. Dang, this is not only like it's not only like, oh, I seen him out with one girl. He's seen her out with multiple girls. Oh man. Okay. I don't know if this is a guy or a girl, the friend, but yeah. I had seen him out with other women multiple times. It was clear that this was more than just a misunderstanding. Sarah was head over heels for this guy, and I knew that finding out the truth would break her heart. I agonized over what I should do. Should I confront the boyfriend? Should I gather evidence? In the end, I could not stand the thought of Sarah being played for a fool, so I decided to intervene. I collected screenshots of messages, photos, and even caught the two of them together in public places. I had undeniable proof of his infidelity, but instead of taking it to Sarah first, I made a decision that I now question. I posted it on social media. Now I see why you're the asshole and this is the worst thing you've ever done. Because you blasted it out on the internet. He said, you know what? The internet is going to be your judgment. Damn. Exposing the cheating boyfriend for everyone to see. The aftermath was explosive. The post blew up and people started sharing it like wildfire. Friends, acquaintances, and even strangers were commenting on the situation. The cheating boyfriend was humiliated, and she found out in the most public and embarrassing way possible. She was devastated and her entire world crumbled. Yeah, she was head over heels with a guy who's now blown up all over the internet for being a fucking cheater, and you're the girl he's cheating on. So yeah, that's gonna be a little In the midst of all the chaos, I realized the magnitude of what I've done. I hadn't just exposed the cheater, I had also caused immense pain to her. She was hurt beyond belief, and I could see the betrayal and shock in her eyes. So am I the asshole for exposing the cheater in such a public manner? On one hand, I wanted to protect my best friend from being deceived. On the other hand, my actions led to her immense heartache and humiliation. I'll always struggle with whether I did the right thing or if I should have found a more private way to handle the situation. Yes, you are an asshole. Oh, yeah, you're an asshole because you could have took all that evidence to her and then let her make a decision on her own. Instead, you posted it up on the internet and you said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and let the world decide for my friend. And that's the fucked up and hurt part about it, is that you didn't even let her decide what she wanted to do, because you could have brought her all the information and she could have just been so pissed off and upset, and you could have been like, oh girl, let's go ahead and post it on the internet and show everybody that he's an asshole. See, then you would have had the leverage and you wouldn't have felt so bad about it because you asked your friend. But the fact that you went ahead and did that, man, that's fucked up. You know, that's very fucked up that you did that, because now it kind of puts her on blast because she didn't know, and then everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, you're so stupid, how did you not know this, how did you not see this, and they're just gonna, roast her. oh my God, they're going to roast her. I mean, yeah, they're going to roast him worse, but they are going to roast her because they're like, oh, you're so stupid. How did you not know that he was cheating and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Yeah, the person that sent this in is an asshole because they definitely should have just went to their friend with the evidence instead of blowing it up on social media. I mean, what was the thought process? You know, like, I really want to know that. Like, what was the thought process going on in the fact that, like, oh, I'm going to go blow this up? You know, when you could have just went to your friend and then you guys probably could have done it together, right? You could have done it together. You guys could have both, you know, blew them up on the internet together, and it wouldn't have been so bad. It wouldn't have been the whole, like, the worst thing, because in the beginning when it was just like, oh, am I the asshole for, you know, calling out a cheater? I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, that doesn't seem like a bad thing, right? You guys agree with me? Doesn't seem like a bad thing, right? And then we got to the nitty gritty to it, and I'm like, oh, because I mean, in a way, that's kind of like betraying your friend. If I'm being honest with you, it is. It's kind of like betraying your friend, and that really sucks. So yeah, you're definitely the asshole for that one, because damn, that's scary. All right, next one. Am I the asshole for revealing my friend's cheating secret? Ooh, cheating a secret. Hey, Reddit, I need some perspective on a situation that's been eating away at me. I, 25 female, recently found myself in a position where I had to make a tough call regarding my friend, 26 female's relationship. Here's what happened. My friend has been dating her boyfriend, 27 male, for about 4 years. They seemed like a great couple on the surface, but one day I accidentally stumbled upon incriminating messages on her phone. It was crystal clear that she was cheating on her boyfriend with a guy she met at work. I was shocked and didn't know what to do. I tried to convince myself that maybe there was some explanation, but deep down I knew it was wrong. I decided to confront her privately about it, expressing my concern for her relationship and urging her to come clean to her boyfriend. She broke down and confessed everything to me. She admitted that she had been seeing this other guy behind her boyfriend's back for several months. Oh, no. She pleaded with me not to say anything, explaining that she was confused and felt trapped in the relationship. Damn. I felt torn. On one hand, I wanted to support my friend, but on the other hand, I knew that keeping this secret was enabling her hurtful behavior. After much internal struggle, I decided to take the step I felt was right. I anonymously messaged her boyfriend with proof of her infidelity. I thought he deserved to know the truth about what was happening behind his back. A few days later, he confronted her and all hell broke loose. She was furious when she found out what I had done. Why would she be mad? Bitch, you're cheating. Why would you be mad that your man found out? Like, clearly you don't want him to be your man. Because you wouldn't have been fucking with homeboy for several months. Let's not even say an entire month. Several months. All right. That's probably like 2 to 3 months at least. That's minimum. 2 to 3 months you've been messing with this other dude. And then you get mad because he finds out? Come on, bruh. Come on now. That's ridiculous. She accused me of betraying her trust, ruining her relationship, and causing unnecessary drama. She said I had no right to meddle in her personal affairs, even though I believed that she was causing more harm to someone she claimed to care about. Exactly. You claim to care about this dude, yet you out here, getting some from a coworker for several months. Come on now. Now I'm left feeling like I've lost a friend, but I can't help wondering if I did the right thing. Am I the asshole for revealing her cheating secret, even though it strained our friendship and caused a lot of turmoil? That's ridiculous. I really wonder what's going through her head in that situation, because it's like, why are you mad that you got caught cheating? Come on now. I mean, do you have no sense of accountability in this situation? And then on top of that, she felt like she couldn't get out of the relationship. I mean, we don't have any information on the guy. The guy maybe could have been abusive. They may have been fighting a lot, maybe, and that's what drew her to her coworker or whatever. But I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, you obviously cheated on your guy because he was lacking something that your coworker was giving you. And so the fact that he was lacking something that your coworker was giving you, why did she feel like, oh, in the moment before she like broke down and confessed to her friend, in the moment she felt like she could just, toggle both of them. Like, oh, cool, I'll have my coworker right here, he'd be my main when I'm out, and then I got my main guy at home, you know what I mean? And she tried to just juggle both of them and felt like nothing was wrong until her friend was just like, bitch, I got all your receipts. So what is this? You know what I mean? And then she want to have a sense of humility and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I cheated on him. And it's like, bitch, it's too late at that point. What are you doing? So my thing is, what is going on? Why would she get mad? If you were over here trying to juggle dudes anyway. And I think that's probably why she got mad, because she was just like, she probably put up a little fake ass act in front of her friend and been like, oh, I didn't mean to do it, and this and that. We were having a hard time and blah, 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 And so, and she even said, the girl that wrote in, she even said that, on paper they looked great, but obviously we don't know kind of the underlying things and what happened, and probably that's why she felt like, oh my God, my relationship is so suffocating, and so she kind of did the dumb shit that she did. But it's just like, she could have left, she could have just left the relationship. She could have started a relationship with this guy. They've already been like doing the do or whatever they've been doing for a few months, at least 2-3 minimum. So it's like, come on now. I mean, what are you doing? You're just putting yourself in this weird position. I mean, it could have been a thing where she was living with him, and so maybe she needed a place to live, and that's kind of why she was juggling two dudes. And I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why she was doing what she was doing, but the fact that she was doing what she was doing was wrong. And it's like, you're going to be mad at your friend for telling homeboy? But see, I think the boyfriend, the main boyfriend, was providing something for her that she needed. And like I said, probably a place to live, or he was paying for something, whether it was a car or going to school or whatever the case may be. I think that he was doing something for her that she continuously needed. And then, but he was lacking in other things. So that's what made her feel like, okay, well, my coworker is giving me what this guy's not giving me. And, since he's giving me everything but this thing, I'll just use this guy for this, And I think that's what was going on through her head. And that's why she was juggling both dudes, because he wasn't everything all in one thing. And so whatever he was missing, he provided. And so then she was just like, okay, it's justifiable. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep with this dude, or I'm gonna be with this dude, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I think that's why she got mad, now that I kind of break it down a little more. But yeah, that's fucked up, man. That is so messed up. And then you're gonna get mad at your friend for calling you out. Damn. Because if it was the other way around, I think she would have done the same thing, most definitely. So, okay, we got our next one. Am I the asshole for exposing my friend's unforgivable act? Ooh. All right, let's get into this one. Hey, I, 26 male, need some perspective on something that's been eating at me. A few months ago, I found out something about my friend, 27 male, that I can't ignore. We've been friends since high school, and I've always been there for each other throughout thick and thin. However, recently I stumbled upon undeniable evidence that he was cheating on his longtime girlfriend, 26 female, multiple times. I was shocked and disgusted by what I found. I confronted him about it, and he tried to brush it off as a mistake and begged me not to tell her. I mean, I don't know how many times you can make a mistake, my guy. Oh, yeah. I think it was a thing where they were mistakes when he got caught. But since he didn't get caught in those moments, he was just like, it's whatever. Yeah. I struggled with this dilemma for weeks. On one hand, I wanted to support my friend, But on the other hand, I couldn't ignore the pain he was causing her. After much thought, I decided to tell her the truth about his infidelity. When I broke the news to her, she was devastated. She couldn't believe what she was hearing and was heartbroken beyond words. She thanked me for telling her, but she was clearly shattered. She confronted him and their relationship fell apart. He was furious at me and accused me of betraying him, saying that I should have stayed out of it. Our friendship has taken a massive hit since then. His friends and family have sided with him, calling me a traitor and claiming that I should have kept my mouth shut. I've lost several friends in the process, and it feels like I'm being blamed for exposing the truth. I've been wrestling with guilt and doubt ever since. Was it my place to intervene? Should I have respected his wishes and kept his secret? I can't help but wonder if I'm the asshole for revealing what I knew, even if it meant her finding out about his unforgivable actions. Damn, man. Now, I can hear a lot of guys' points on this one. They're like, oh man, he broke the guy code. Why'd he tell her? He should have just kept it a secret. He knew what he did was wrong, whatever. It might have just been some coochie on the side, some strange, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go ahead and drop maybe like 3 different scenarios on this. One, I think he was maybe like, I guess, feeling like his friend wasn't deserving of the relationship because of the way he was acting. He felt like, man, you're a piece of shit, and, you got this cute ass girl and you're over here cheating on her with a bunch of hoes and this and that. You don't deserve to be in a relationship like that, blah, 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 blah. And that kind of maybe made him mad, Decision 2, it could have been a thing where, I understand they've been friends since high school, but he might have been trying to move in on his girl. You never know. He might have been just like, look, man, you out here getting coochie from all these other girls, let me swoop in on her. You know what I mean? Like, and that might have been like his golden opportunity to do it. We never know. And then the last situation, I think that maybe he looked at it like, I kind of don't want to be associated with somebody who is doing this, who's out there kind of running amok and, being a man whore, if you will, and all that kind of stuff. Because, that type of stuff, I guess for him, he may have looked at it like, dang, this is going to hurt my chances at getting a girl. This is probably going to look bad on me, like, oh, you're friends with that guy. Oh, he's kind of, a man whore and he's misogynistic toward women and this and that, and it could make him look bad by association maybe. It's a tough one. It's hard to find out why he did it, just because a lot of guys wouldn't say anything, if I'm being honest with you. The other situation made sense when it was the girl, and it was her friend. And her friend was cheating on her boyfriend with homeboy at work for months. It makes sense because girls do that. Girls are going to tell, there's their friend's significant other, like, hey, she's cheating on you, blah, 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 because that's just that women are just a little more morally inept to kind of, want to do that. They feel like it's the right thing to do, and that's what they're going to do. With guys, a lot of times, they have ulterior motives behind it. And I think that's what it was. He had some ulterior motives behind it. I was so expecting to see at the end, like, oh yeah, now I'm dating her or something, Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting at. Cause it's just like, oh dude, what was the ulterior motive in you pretty much like separating them? Because guys don't really do that, especially because his friend, the guy that wrote in, his friend who was doing the cheating, he even begged him like, oh dude, it was a fuck up, I was just getting some strange, I was just getting some booty, whatever, like, don't tell her. And I think he has some ulterior motives and was just like, now's my cue to break them up so I can get together with her. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me, because I just don't see any other way that there wouldn't be an ulterior motive for a guy, because a lot of times for guys, if their homies are cheating, they kind of just look at it like, oh, well, it's not my relationship. He gonna have to deal with that if she finds out. I'm not going to be the one to get up in between that. That's how a lot of guys look at that. So I don't know. All right, next one. Am I the asshole for exposing my friend's cheating to his partner? So I, 25 male, recently found myself in a situation where I had to make a tough decision. One of my closest friends had been cheating on his long-term partner. I stumbled upon this information accidentally when I saw him getting cozy with another girl at a party. Ooh. At first, I thought maybe I was misunderstanding the situation, so I confronted him privately. To my shock, he admitted that he had been seeing this woman behind his girlfriend's back for a few months. Oh, he even had the audacity to brush it off as a casual thing. Damn, the ladies out in the comments right now are like, fuck that guy. A casual thing? How dare he? Oh my God. And that his girlfriend would never find out about it. Damn, he had the gall to be like, my girl ain't gonna find out about it. Damn. This revelation left me in a moral dilemma. On one hand, I felt deeply for his girlfriend. She was such a kind and genuine person who deserved better than this betrayal. On the other hand, he's my friend, and I understand that I could potentially destroy his relationship and our friendship by exposing his actions. I mean, on the side of his friendship, the side of his relationship, he already destroyed his relationship. I mean, let's just keep it hundo P here. She ain't gonna take him back or forgive him for this. You know what I mean? He's been doing a casual thing with some other girl for a while. She, in her mind, is not going to be like, oh, we'll get past it, blah, blah, blah. I don't think so. Maybe his friend thinks that, though. His friend thinks like, oh, if she catches me, it's whatever. She'll get past it, but I don't think that's going to happen. After a few sleepless nights, I decided I couldn't stand by and watch her being deceived. I anonymously sent her a message detailing what I had witnessed and providing her with evidence to back it up. It wasn't long before she confronted him about it, and all hell broke loose. He was furious when he found out that I had been the one to expose him. He accused me of betraying his trust, ruining his relationship, and causing unnecessary drama. Our mutual friends were divided, and some praised me for doing the right thing, while others thought I should have stayed out of it and let him deal with the consequences himself. I never intended for things to blow up this way, and I genuinely thought I was doing the right thing by helping her avoid further heartache. But now I can't help but wonder if I crossed the line by getting involved in their personal matters. So am I the asshole for exposing my friend's cheating and potentially damaging our friendship in the process? Whew. Look, man, I understand the friendship point, but dudes got to understand that, for one, you already destroyed your relationship. So it really doesn't matter if you would have told her, or if your boy would have told her, if she would have found out, or if you would have told her down the line in the future. Either way, you would have lost that relationship, if I'm being honest with you. A lot of girls are not going to get past that, especially because you had a relationship with another girl and then you called it a casual thing, and then you sat there and said to your boy's face, oh, she's never going to find out, like she's some dumb chick that is not going to find out, and it's whatever, and who cares? Like, that just, oh man, this guy was extremely arrogant, if I'm being honest with you. He was an extremely arrogant dude, because like I said, I always feel like, as a friend who's a guy and his buddy is cheating, a lot of times guys are just going to be like, it's not my problem. But I thoroughly think he had a thing for his girlfriend. And I'm gonna read off some evidence to why I think that is, because he said, on one hand, I felt deeply for her. She was such a kind and genuine person who deserved better than this betrayal. So, I mean, for a dude to kind of say some old simpy shit like that, you can tell he probably got a little thing for her and was just like, if I lose the friendship with him, who cares? Why? Because I might get a relationship out of it. I'm able to pick her pieces up and be like, baby, I got you. And same thing with the last situation. I thoroughly think it's because he was into his friend's girl, and so that's why he intervened the way that he did. So that's the only thing I can come up with, and I thoroughly feel like that's why, that's why he did what he did and told her and, got into it and stuff like that. But I mean, bro, for one, he was really arrogant. Two, he already ruined his relationship, so it was just like he kind of just put all the blame on his friend, and it's like, bro, all the blame is on you. You the one doing the cheating. You the one doing all this arrogant shit. That's on you, brother. What are you doing? Like, you can't fall back on me just because she found out, whatever. It's like, come on, man. She was bound to find out. You acting like you love this bitch when you over here at this party, getting some coochie from this other girl that you're in a relationship with. Like, fuck are you doing, man? Golly. All right. We got our last scenario for today. Am I the asshole for revealing my friend's cheating? Damn, everybody out here cheating. Everybody in the club cheating. All right, hi everyone. I, 27 female, need to know if I'm the asshole for exposing my friend, 28 females, cheating, even though it caused a lot of drama. So my friend had been dating her boyfriend, 29 male, for about 3 years. Damn, she gave up 3 years. They seemed perfect together, and I genuinely thought they were meant to be. Well, that was until I accidentally found out that she was cheating on him with a guy from her workplace. I couldn't believe it at first, so I confronted her about it. She initially denied it, but eventually confessed. I was angry and disappointed in her for betraying her boyfriend's trust like that. I tried to convince her to come clean to her boyfriend and end things honestly, but she refused, saying it was none of my business. That's just crazy, man. As time went on, I couldn't shake off the guilt of knowing this secret. Her boyfriend was such a nice guy, and he deserved to know the truth. I was torn between loyalty to my friend and doing what I believed was right. After a lot of internal struggles, I decided to tell him. I met up with him and showed him evidence of her infidelity, and he was shocked and hurt, but he thanked me for being honest with him. He confronted her, and needless to say, all hell broke loose. Their relationship ended in a messy breakup, and she was furious with me. She accused me of betraying her trust and ruining her life. Bitch, you ruined your own life. Stop it. Our mutual friends were also divided, and some believed I did the right thing while others thought I should have stayed out of it. I feel like I lost a friend and created a lot of drama in our social circle. So am I the asshole for exposing my friend's cheating and causing all this chaos, or did I do the right thing by being honest even though it hurt her and caused so much turmoil? Edit, she is now dating the guy that she cheated on her boyfriend with, while also still being mad and blaming me for ruining her previous relationship, even though she was the one that cheated. Okay, let's take it from the top. So her friend finds out that she's cheating, she finds out that her friend is cheating with her coworker. And then, so the friend is like, look, are you cheating on your dude with homeboy? Like, what's going on with that? I saw you guys getting all touchy, feely, whatever. Oh, no. He's just a friend, blah, 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 blah. And so then she finally breaks her down enough. And she's like, okay, fine. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing him on the side or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And so she's like, okay, well, I mean, if you've been seeing homeboy for like a few months or whatever, why don't you go ahead and just break up with your boyfriend and be with him? Why not? And she's like, no, stay out of my relationship. Like, you don't know what's going on and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, and then we kind of fast forward things to the end of the scenario, and she's dating homeboy. What? Like, what? That's what I don't get. Why are you dating homeboy? Like, what? Huh? That makes no sense. When your friends suggested that you should just break up with your boyfriend and go be with homie, you were like, no. You don't understand our relationship. This, and that, yada, yada, yada. But then homeboy finds out because your friend does the right thing and tells him. He dumps your ass flat on your face, and then you go run to your little side boyfriend. Like, bruh. And then you coerce your coworker that you were cheating on your boyfriend with to get with you. Man, it's going to be rough for that dude. I could tell you this now. I would have not wanted to date a girl who was with me while cheating on another guy. Why? Because what's going to stop her from doing that to me? You know what I mean? Like, what's going to stop her from doing that to me? Because that's a massive L. You know, I'm over here hanging out with a girl, thinking she's single, this, and that. And then I get with her. And then I find out that she was cheating on her ex-boyfriend while with me. As a dude, that's kind of an L, man. That makes you realize, like, damn, this bitch ain't loyal for nothing. Well, if she wasn't loyal to homeboy, what makes you think she gonna be loyal to me? Like, come on now. And the fact that she threw that at the end and was just like, oh, she's now dating her coworker and still mad at me. Like, bitch, it worked out for you. I sometimes don't understand why girls will put themselves through all of that. For what? You know, like, that's kind of my biggest thing. I was like, why are you putting yourself through all of that when you're going to end up with the dude that you're cheating on your boyfriend with anyway? Like, I don't know, man. People out here are just wilding. They're just crazy. It's like, what are you guys doing at the end of the day? You know, we had some pretty juicy scenarios today. Yeah, I want to know what you guys are thinking about all these scenarios down in the comments down below, because some of these people are just off the rails crazy. I really don't think a lot of these people were assholes, because for one, they did the right thing, you know, by telling, and two, I understand that their dilemma was the fact that, you know, their best friend, a lot of these people were there, they were best friends, were telling, you know, their best friend, significant other that they've been, you know, they're cheating on. And so it's understandable, but it's just like, golly, man. But that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't have time for full podcast, go ahead and catch bite-sized episode or bite-sized portions of the episodes on TikTok and Instagram at Am I the Asshole Podcast. Go ahead and follow our Patreon, where you can go ahead and get exclusive episodes, as well as sending in your Am I the Asshole situation to be featured on the show. Love you guys so much, and peace.